Hello and welcome to this Client Funnels training video. Now in this video we're going to talk about the new SCA credit card approval and the things that we've changed inside the system to make it easier for you to process payments without having any issues around the new authorization processes that are coming in both in the UK and in Europe around March, April time of this year. Could be a little bit later. Banks are gradually phasing this in, but it's something we want to get ahead of the curve on. Now, if you basically have had programs set up inside of the system before the 1st of March, then no problem. They will work fine. Any payment plans you have coming out at this point will work fine. This is only anything as of the 1st of March onwards. Any new program types that you wish to create, any new program payments that are brand new to the system. So if you've got existing payments in there, everything you've seen in the training videos remains the same. This is purely if you're setting up new programs or new payment plans. Okay, so what we need to first off do is just a couple of little different things that we're going to have to do now. So first things first you'll need to do is you'll go to obviously your Stripe account. Now there's videos on how we set up our Stripe account, what we need to put in, etc. Now when you come to our finance tab here, okay, go to Stripe settings and you're going to see there's this webhook link here. Okay, so I want you just to copy that. Okay, so webhook here, and then we give you a couple of screenshots of where we need to put this in Stripe. So first things first, we head on over to Stripe. We log in. You'll probably see a screen like this. I'll just show you. This is what you'll normally see when you log in. Okay, and what you now want to do is go on over to the developers tab down here. Click this, okay, and then click on webhooks. Now you won't have anything in here. Okay, this is just showing me that this one's live, but we're going to click on add endpoint. What we're then going to do is paste in that link that we got out of the account just a minute ago. So just to basically pull that back in, you'll see it in there in the Stripe settings. Let's just go back. It's that link there. It's the webhook. Okay. Now you only have to do this once. Okay. You have to click all, receive all events, and you'll get all these things come up here. And then you click add endpoint. Okay. And that then has put it in there and it says it's enabled, etc., etc. So that's all good. Any errors you get, just follow along, tells you what it is, but you shouldn't get any errors of the way you do it that I'll show you. Next thing you need to do is here, at the moment we're in live setting. You may be, when you first log in, you might be in test setting data, but we need to do it in both, okay? So we're just going to slide this toggle over so it goes orange, okay? Now you may have already been in test mode, or you might be in live mode. So whichever one you're in, you've got to do it on both modes, live mode and test mode. So what we're now going to do, click on that again there. Okay, we're now going to come back and do exactly the same thing again, but this time we're in test mode and it says test data up here. We're going to paste in that same link again, the link that we got here from our Client Funnels account. We're going to select all, receive all events. We're going to click add endpoint. And again, we get that same thing on there. Okay, so that's the first thing that we need to do. Now, you won't have to do that again, okay? Now, the next thing we need to do as a one-time thing is to get our API keys, okay? So, at the top here, we've now done that, but now it's going to ask us for live API keys and test API keys. These are very simple to get, okay? I'm just going to show you this again, but there is a separate video on this. So, we come over to our Stripe account, and let's say we're going to get the test data. We've got this little test data toggle there on. We're just basically now going to do API keys. So we click on API keys, okay, and then what will happen is we've got this token here, which is a published key, so publishable key. So again, we just want to highlight that, like so. Click copy, come over to Client Funnels, and this is the test one. Just make sure you get it in the right one. So test Stripe API key, the publishable key goes in that one. And then we have another thing here called secret key. You won't have anything in these when you first see them, okay? So we're now going to reveal this. We're now going to click that like so. We're then going to come over here, pop in here like so, okay. And basically now what we're going to do is do the same for the live keys. So to do that, we need to come in here. We need to toggle over this so it goes to live data, and that's where it hasn't got the orange boxes around it. API keys, you're going to copy this here, which is the publishable key, like so. Okay, and then you're going to have the secret key, which you'll click on here, and it will reveal it once, okay, and it will say, do you want to make a note of it? So I've already done it, but all I'm going to do here is click in there like so and paste that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is just paste our Client Funnels password, so your password that you use to access Client Funnels in here, to confirm all these changes. We click update. That now has updated everything. So, okay, as long as you have those settings correct, then you're all good. Okay, now what I recommend you do is slide this over to test mode. So we're in test mode. And then what we're going to do here now is we basically would have set up our programs as normal. So I've got our pay in full test campaign, etc. in here for the program under new programs. If you're unsure how to do that, watch the videos. But essentially what we're now going to do is to come into the contact. And let's say now the person wants to buy something, okay? So I'm now going to basically come in here. I'm on the phone. I'm going to assign the new program to them, like so. I'm going to do that particular one. It's £1,000 now, let's say. £1,000 now. And it's a pay in full, like so. Okay. And what we're then going to do now is to click this button, which is prepare payments. And this is basically part of this new SCA authorization. It's something that we have to generate a payment link. Now, you can send this payment link to a client when we click on generate payment link. You just want to test everything is correct first. Now, you don't have to send this to a client, but this is the link here that the client would normally click to confirm that they're happy that that payment. It's like a double-step authorization, okay? In this case, though, you can do this whilst you're on the phone. So you're basically saying, yep, we're going to take a charge £1,000 now. I'm just going to confirm that payment. So we're now basically going to go over here. We're going to click that link, and you'll see here it just says kind of confirmation checkout. Complete the order for £1,000 on the relevant card number. Again, if you don't know how to add the card number in, watch the separate tutorials on that. Once we do that, we then click complete order. That will then go off and confirm it at Stripe that it's all gone through okay. And obviously if it failed, it will tell you. If it's come through successfully, it will tell you here. And it will redirect back to the client account here where you can see the pay in full test was done. All okay, payment was taken, everything is all fine. So that means that's how we do it now with the new SCA. So any payment that you do for the first time, you'll have to do that payment link. Recurring links will be fine. Once you take the first payment, you won't need to do it again. But for the first time you do it, you will need to click that payment link, click complete. Otherwise, the payment will not go through. It's very important that you do that. So the main thing is that you do it to confirm that order. If you don't confirm the order and you try and process it in here, you can see it won't go through otherwise because we haven't confirmed that order. Okay, so it's very important that you confirm the order, complete the order as I've shown you with that separate screen that goes to the link. You don't have to send it to a client. You can click it yourself, and then Stripe will be happy that you're giving authority to that payment, in other words, so they won't be any problems. If you have any questions, please check the support area for all the relevant videos around how to put card numbers in, obviously checking all your APIs and everything are working correctly, and if you are still stuck, then please reach out to our support team. But that's how we're now processing payments using the new secure credit card authentication system that's being rolled out across UK and Europe over the next weeks, months, or even years or so to ensure that you are up to date and everything is as it should be for you in processing payments.